might want to bring the ranger.
Look me in the ass!
trying to find a good... There's a song on Reyna's playlist that matches this. I just don't remember what it is. There's like 458 songs on this fucking playlist.
Hey, you know Mel's having a party later.
You know, I can tell where you are in your thought process by how tight your circles get.
What?
Hello, wife.
Hello.
before the car have your rest today?
Oh, you've been there for a while. I sponged.
Yeah.
Al texted me while I was on duty with Starks before Storm, asking to talk. I told her after Storm I'd be more than happy. So I picked her up. We went to the couch. The woman is spiraling. She brought up Murdoch. She brought up cops dying and how it's all justice and she brought up how she made good points. But when she brought up cops dying and line of duty and the justice of it all and how for everything that we've done, they've done just as equally as bad, and maybe sometimes we deserve to die, and she threw Murdoch's name out there. I know for my sake she didn't throw out Jericho's, but I lost it anyways. It was a 3-hour-long conversation about how we're no better. Which is not wrong, to be honest. But it just brought out more of my frustration with everything with my job, and I lost it. I bit my lip so hard I was bleeding. I sponged up so much, and then I continued to sponge it up after, and then Joey was texting me, asked if I was okay, saying that she was at the hospital. She wasn't clocked in, so I got on radio again, and I asked her what was going on, because Starks went to bed. And then Landmark texts me and says that she got attacked by a murder kitty, and she's being checked out right now. So it ripped us away from the bubble, and we went to check on her, and Landmark looked shook. His hands looked shaky, and I sponged again, a little bit. I went in the changing room and checked on Joey because she was changing into loose clothes because she got fucked up. I left Landmark outside with Gal, who was just waiting in the break room outside the door. And then I took her home. Made sure she walked inside the door, and then I started with 4 edibles in this bag, and now I have 1. But all my cars are refueled and repaired, I guess. Gal's thinking about quitting, or she's not sure what she wants to do. She's not sure what's right or what's wrong, or what our morals are anymore, and she's questioning everything. She doesn't blame any of them for what they did, which is valid, but she thinks that she deserves the torture. She reminds me of me when I was growing up. She's thinking that she deserves it just because she exists. Does that sum up my circling?
Yeah, makes sense.
How the fuck do you know what thought process I'm on when I'm circling?
When you were angry about something, something was bothering you so much that you required a physical way to release said emotion. And then, most literally, as your mind spirals, you go in circles. And sometimes you start with like the big circles and you're like, okay, it's fine, everything's cool, it'll be okay. And then it's not okay, and your circles just get tighter and tighter and tighter. By the time that your circle is the width of a car space, you kind of just don't know what to do yourself.
you think I'm even doing the right thing anymore?
I think that has to be relative to the situation. What's right for you might be wrong for somebody else.
Do you think I'm doing right by myself?
I think you're doing pretty okay.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah.
Joey hung out with Starks all day today.
Yeah.
Starks admitted to me that he talked about thinking that she needed space, but she thought that he needed space, so they're both avoiding each other and doing that awkward dance that they did. And then he went to bed. And I think she went skateboarding? I don't think she was a ride along. I just think him and Valera responded. I didn't ask, but that's what I gathered. Maybe I'm wrong and they were skateboarding up at the Vinewood sign? I don't know. What are you doing awake?
I had an obligation, and then I didn't have an obligation.
Gotcha.
So then I was like, oh wow, I'm awake. And when I woke up, I clicked on the radio, and only you responded. I walked to the back porch because I was like, all right, have some weed, chill out for a little bit. Then I could hear you as I'm walking through the door or the fence. I could hear you just kicking the car, and I'm like, oh.
Ah.
And as I watched you kick the car and spiral for a moment, figured I'd give you a couple times to get it out of your system.
Houston, we got
Colin,
a
thank you for the
weirdo.
follow.
Houston, we got a weirdo.
Welcome to the Weirdos.
Why? You know why sponges work?
Do I know why they work?
And you know why a sponge works?
It cleans surfaces. I know that.
Okay, there. So think of your normal kitchen sponge, right? The little yellow and green one. It's soft on one side, it's abrasive on the other, and it absorbs things. But you know what a sponge also does?
Squeezes.
You can expel liquid.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying I need to expel liquid?
A little bit. That's why I stayed.
What do you mean, why you stayed?
Why I stayed and watch you spin around in circles like a mad woman.
What, to be my sponge?
I'll be your sponge.
Well, sweetheart, it's fine.
Nope. What did I say? I said we're a team.
Yeah. I know. I remember.
I'll have to go kill a deputy here in 2 minutes.
And Motorhead popped.
Yeah, motor about to go boom.
We'll be back in a second. I was gonna be texting you after I figured out my shit. So I at least knew. See? I'm at least gonna tell you.
Yeah, but now you actually told me.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't know you were awake. I was gonna wake you up tonight. Gonna sneak
Yeah, I
you
know.
to bed. To be fair, I am too used to sponging it all up and just holding it.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Like it's a thing we've been working on for literal months.
I know. Now ask me why I still am doing the job when it just feels like there's always odds against me. And I just told her a mix of pride, the fact that I've been here too long to just give up. On and on and on. Mostly because I can kind of take a step back and look at people's opinions of SASP versus other departments. How as a whole it's a lot different than it was. How over time the hiring process weeded out the bad and we had the good. Or mostly. A decent amount at least. I told her I started focus on compassion and humanity a year ago. I could see that it worked in some places. I could see where it worked. It didn't work in others. And she said that I've learned more in being a cop in 2 years than she's learned in 10. And I told her to shut up. And she kept going on and 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 on. And it was making me mad. She was giving me these compliments that I didn't want to hear. And it wasn't that I didn't want to hear them because I was grumpy. It was just because I like living in my own thing, that I'm still not enough and I'm still needing to prove that. Because I use it as a crutch. And when I told when we started dating forever ago, she told me that she was actually really happy because it would take me away from focusing on the job all the time and trying to prove something that I've already proven 10 times over. Which she's not wrong. I was working myself till I was gonna... my lungs were actually probably gonna give out. But I still can't shake the feeling that I still need to prove it to... I don't even know. It's not even myself anymore. I like the job. Most days. And I don't know who I'm trying to prove. I've made it as far as I ever want to go. It took me less than 2 years. I think a part of me just doesn't want to die doing it.
I mean, I understand it.
She woke up as I was going to bed. You tell her. I'm not interrupting the RP right now. Go away. No, I didn't mean like. I meant like go away. Like don't say that. No, that's not what I. Okay. Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Remember how tired and weary I was after I got dropped off that waterfall?
Yeah.
Where I was like crying on your MRI table.
Yeah.
My body feels like that all the time now. Like I could mentally I could run a marathon. But physically I feel like I'm 75 years old and I'm failing myself.
You know, you've never really allowed yourself to rest. It's the only time you've taken time for yourself. Besides maybe when you are like actually spending time with family is when you've been injured, when you've been put and forced to take a break. And even then you still find a way to do paperwork.
I mean, I have never taken an LOA. None.
Oh, maybe it's time.
What? Isn't that just terrible timing?
To be handed a shiny new position with so much opportunity and to say, hey, I need a break.
Yeah. Doesn't that look bad?
It'd be hypocritical to say it wouldn't. Because I definitely fired people over it. But I feel like your year plus of service with very little breaks should be and is suffice enough to say, hey, I've done a lot. And then you need to recuperate a little bit. I know you ease back into duty after being in the hospital or being injured. But that's still not a break. You're still fighting the battle of recovery and taking care of yourself and seeing all the people who want to see you while you're not on duty because you can't be. You need to take a break for you.
I don't know how.
Ginger, I don't think I do either.
Hot kettle.
I don't know. I got handed a shiny new position, and now I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I did put it in an LOA.
Till when?
It was for a month, so I think until the 8th.
Do you think anything I ever do is gonna be enough? Or am I just throwing water into a pool?
I think you apply an unrealistic expectation of what enough is. Then everything's gonna be a pool.
Man, that's like...
If your expectation is you're gonna fix an apartment, cool. That's a big umbrella idea.
It's also impossible.
Exactly. It's a huge idea with lots of undertasks and subtasks that require them to work together. If you think you are going to fix yourself and be fine, that's a big undertaking. That's a big umbrella thing with lots of subtasks and goals. If you're gonna think you're gonna fix anybody in our family, again, big thing. And it's okay to have big goals. You should give yourself bite-sized ones too. There's a restructuring coming. Wait for the restructure to happen. Let it cook. See what happens. And make another decision.
As much as I say that I'm gonna quit, I just can't see myself doing it because I'm a pussy. And
I don't think you're a pussy. I
Well,
think you're scared to disappoint somebody. Even if that person is yourself.
part of it feels like I'm like I put in all this fight, right? I went through surmountable amount of paying for everybody else's mistakes and dealing with people dying and pain and just in the last 2 years alone that I just feel like throwing in the towel and just saying I give up just doesn't feel it kind of feels like everything that Jericho worked to get me to is just I don't know. Just kind of saying that I was never good enough in the first place and wouldn't ever be.
Do you contribute more than half of who you are as a cop or as a person to Jericho?
Half? No.
I said more than half.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'd say it's about like I mean she did get me on this path.
True. That's fair.
She did get me through cadet phase.
Mm-hmm.
After she died, I kind of took on the backwards hat exterior to nod to her to prove that I could do it without her. Kind of channel her since I kept looking for her advice all the time. It was making me emo. I'd say maybe 40% at this rate. Because I pushed myself the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I think somewhere there needs to be some. I know how to picture it, but I can't describe.
Are you saying something?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Thought something died. You're good.
Yeah, my brain.
If you word vomit, I can usually figure it out.
Yeah, I know.
I am kind of cooked right now, but I can do my best.
At the end all be all, I think the thing that she wants you to be the most is happy. Happy, healthy, and safe. But as far as healthy, well, I got that one part covered. The most part.
Oh, God.
Safe is relative. But what I think I picked up on from the stories and what I remember Eventually, you have to learn to be content with yourself. You can be happy with everybody else. You can be happy with your job. You can be happy with your partner. You can be happy with your family. But you have to be happy with yourself. I think that was the end all be all of what she tried to help you get to.
What does that even mean?
That is not for me to decide. That is a thing that you have to figure out.
Um, how how can I be happy with who I am or what makes me happy being in my own head when I can barely stand being in my own head? How does that work?
I can imagine that was all part of her small goals and tasks that she was figuring out, of
Man,
her umbrella idea of making sure that you were happy with yourself.
what up, remastered alien? Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I will say, though, that this is not a task to try to complete in a day.
I don't know. Sometimes I can be an overachiever.
A little bit.
Okay. I thought it would be easier at this point, but everyone's screaming at me and command to delegate more shit. I need something done, and I was like, I got it. And they're like, no, you're delegating, remember? And I was like, oh, right.
You know, it's okay to delegate.
It doesn't feel right.
I know it doesn't feel right.
I need to do it or it's not done right.
I know. I understand that feeling way too well.
I know you.
But I'll give you an alternative. If people don't get the opportunity to do anything, they don't get the opportunity to learn.
Yeah, not wrong.
And then, eventually, when you're not working as captain or as law enforcement, either by your choice or another's, somebody has to fill that role.
I'm kind of mad I got Trooper of the Year.
And I'm the person who single-handedly does the most. Got an award of recognition for doing the most.
Yeah, kind of infuriated me.
How dare? How dare you go through hell and back and still do top-notch work? You dumb bitch.
What? I just don't. I don't know. You know me. I just hate that shit. I'm stubborn. I don't like compliments. What?
I said I know.
You know, I was a lieutenant for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like 4. Not even.
Weren't you like 9?
Sergeant from November 5th to the end of June. So yeah, 9.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of breaks my brain. This gal just saying praises to me and was complimenting me, and I told her to stop. Because I was just like, you're spiraling. Stop complimenting me, you dumb whore. But she said for some reason that I'm the one she's been looking up to, which is making me... I don't know how to be a good role model, technically speaking, because I had to figure it out on my own. It's not really... I still don't know what I'm doing.
You know, people who are role models go out of their way to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because it's great and I love it, and I'm gonna do this because it's great, and everybody else is gonna be great because I do it. No, that's not how that works.
Well, I mean, not wrong.
I mean, it's wise to consider how your actions will affect those who use you as guidance, but the really good role models don't sit there and be like, how do I be the best role model possible? How do I make everybody look up to me? Blah 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 blah.
That does sound kind of dumb.
It does sound dumb.
I'm sorry.
You dumb bitch.
What? Listen, it's not my fault. I was in my head so far deep, so deep, so deep. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I think it pisses me off that after all this time, there's just gals battling with being the good guy or the bad guy right now. And I just don't think that there's such thing as good guys or bad guys anymore. I used to, right? Because I had a good definition of a very bad guy. But sometimes I just feel like sometimes I'm no better. Sure, I may not have the temper or the anger or the alcoholic problem, but I didn't exactly choose the most black and white occupation. There's a lot of gray.
Yeah.
That skateboarder just
R.I.P.
died.
It's kind of funny.
07. And I think that's what makes me so mad about it is I just have to fucking figure it out by my own morals. And sometimes my morals were wrong, and sometimes I will probably be fired over them. Okay.
Damn, he's jamming on a board. You know, respect. I think you have a lot of problems you want to fix all at once. And I think if you try to fix them all at once, you're not going to fix anything at all.
But how do I know what to tackle first? Are we talking like every aspect of things or just the work aspect?
It could be anything. It could be everything.
At least I got one thing figured out. Yeah. That's... It's nice not to stress about pissing you off over stupid things.
No, it's just everybody else that pisses me off.
No, I know. I'm mostly relating it back to,
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Dynasty. I just wish everything would be so much easier.
Then it wouldn't be fun.
What? I don't call this exactly fun.
I might have a twisted mind. It's fine.
What did you just say?
Houston,
Then my
we
mind
got
might
a
be
weirdo.
twisted. It's
I
fine.
repeat, Houston, we
Oh,
got a
well, I
weirdo.
mean, it depends on which fun it is, because, some things are hard for no fucking reason. Dynasty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Weirdos.
Yes, I agree.
I've been sponging so much that I don't even know what I feel anymore.
I can tell.
Whether it's Rich and his Rico problem that he acted like was the end of the world, or it's Bingo, or it's Joey just not saying anything and just making a comment, or doing dumb shit. And Gal, and I'm sponging Ed last night with his worry over Norman, and I sponged a little bit of Dawson too. What?
Sorry, I'm just bringing up the sponge a little bit.
Oh, thanks. I almost made a heinous joke. I'm gonna shut up. can usually handle it when it's like 1 or 2 people. Not everybody at once. And it's gone to the point where sometimes I feel like I can't even... I feel like I can't even turn the radio off because I feel like I'm gonna miss something. Someone getting hurt, or someone doing dumb shit, or someone in need of one of us to help them. I know they're adults and they can handle themselves and they can figure it out. But I don't want to be that parent. Maybe call it trauma. I can't just not do anything. Because I know what it's like to have nothing. And I love doing it. I love being there for people. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. Because my whole purpose is to help people. At least that's what I tell myself. But I'm also tired. And I can feel it weighing on me. I know everyone else can probably tell too, because it's gotten to the point where I just can't really hide it anymore. Honey, stop being a demon. What?
I think it's time for you to go to bed.
What?
Yeah. In there, Mr. Buster.
What if
Come
I don't
in.
wanna?
Well, I need a snuggle buddy. What the fuck?
Man. Okay, well, you know that that's gonna get me. Fuck.
I think that you had your fair share of existential crises
But
for
I'm
the
good.
day.
No, I'm good.
No,
What do you
I'm
mean?
cutting you off.
Cutting me off of what?
Existential crises and philosophical conversations about who knows what the fuck.
Why are you calling me out? What the fuck?
My job.
Just let me live.
I am. The door unlocked.
Why pacing?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just have energy now that I'm awake.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, give me a second.
No need to rush.
You get the zoomies at the weirdest times of the day.
It's like I just woke up.
I know.
Can't wait to be back on my crackhead sleep schedule.
The normal one that I'm on?
Yeah.
Ah, when does that start?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm working.
Pull a 24-hour with me, let's go.
Yeah. Let me drink some DOS real quick.
Oh, not tonight. What the fuck?
Well, not right now, but let me drink some DOS. I'll be alright.
Oh. We'll do whippets. We'll be aight.
Yeah, that's gonna go great.
Yeah, dog.
I crash immediately.
On whippets?
And I. You notice that everybody does the kneading of a sponge after I go to bed. Not that it's directly related to me. Well, it kind of is. In a weird way. All right, here's my theory.
Give me the theory.
I have a theory. Because you and I spend so much time together, right? We're busy doing things, blah, blah, whatever. And then we go to bed. You're free. You don't have anything to do. So you're a little more eager to jump the gun and help people. Not that you're not eager when we're around, when I'm around. Like you're a little extra eager, a little bit more oomph because you need something to do. So then you're just like, people need help. I'm gonna be a giant fucking sponge.
Hmm. Interesting theory.
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate theory if I'm gonna be honest.
What? I didn't confirm
Yeah,
or
it's backed by
deny it.
data.
What?
Yeah, it's backed by data.
What data?
This is evidence-based science.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
How?
I went to bed, so then you had to talk with Gal. I went to bed the other day, and you had to talk with Ed about what he was doing. And then, didn't shit happen? Yeah, stuff happened
Yeah.
after I went to bed,
Shit
and
blew the
after we,
fuck up.
yeah. And then the one day, everybody was just having conniption fits. Like everything happens after I go to bed, which is not bad. I'm not mad at anybody, but that's just when you're the most spongiest.
Are you saying they're taking advantage of me?
I don't want to say that because that sounds mean.
It does sound mean. But I think they also know that I will drop everything to help them if I have to.
I think they, I don't want to say take advantage because I have a negative connotation with that. I know, maybe I'm slightly overthinking. And if I was around more, maybe people would also be spongy to me. Or, well, maybe I spongy to them. I don't understand. Words are hard.
No, so if they word vomit to you, that's you sponging them.
Yep.
If you word
All right,
vomit
cool.
to
I'm pulling
somebody else, then that's them sponging you.
Yeah, I'm not worried about anything to them, so we're good.
Well, you save it for me, right? People shy. Yeah.
In moderation.
What?
What are you watching me for?
Just let it all out, bitch. What the fuck?
Okay, I pot fucking kettle.
I just did.
Yeah, you did.
If you hadn't woken up, I probably would have done something really fucking dumb. I was going down that path.
Life to save the day.
Yeah. My brain, the title of the circle got, the more my brain was like, I mean, store's right down the street.
I told you. Your circles. I can tell what you're thinking by your circle.
What? I need you to stop knowing me so well.
No, mm-mm.
Yeah. But like, take your glasses off.
Oh, fuck. Eh.
Man.
What?
I'm so lucky. Did I ever tell you where the where the ring came from?
No.
Oh, do you want to know, or would you rather just live in ignorance? It's not bad.
I don't think it would make a difference.
Okay. So, do you want to know or not?
Does spicy tea come with it?
A little bit.
Then give me the tea.
So, when I called Alexis Ribeiro, I was like, hey, if you know about a pristine diamond ring, let me know. And she's like, okay. I get a call from a random number 2 hours later while I'm jet skiing with the family, and it's Bill She DeLuca.
Oh.
She said, hey, I hear you're looking for a ring. I have one. Let me get back to you, and let me try to find it, and I will let you know. I said, okay. So I met her in Legion, and I ate her for the ring, and then I took it, and we left. And then she goes immediately, take that somewhere now, and put it where no one else can get to it. I was like, I know how this works. Don't worry. But I guess her and Billy, I don't know what they say, but they're divorced.
Oh, fun.
It was kind of funny. They rolled up 6 deep, and we rolled up 6 deep. It's kind of funny.
I mean, to be fair, it was a really expensive ring that they were carrying.
True. I don't blame them. Not at all. She definitely discounted the fuck out of it for me.
Yeah?
I mean, do you want to know the actual street price of it?
Yeah, wait, what's the value of this thing?
$1.4 million. It's a range of 1.3 to 1.4.
Is that the price if it were to be sold to a jeweler
No, that's like
Or-
the street price.
Okay.
That's the price she told me it was. She goes, it's maybe even more than 1.3, and I was like, fuck, dog. Depends on who wants it. Now it's engraved, so the value's a little bit less.
Makes sense.
But she gave it to me for 800K.
Yes, not man.
No, I got pretty good. She said 750, and I was like, ain't no way, dog. I'm giving you another 50. Fuck that. You're discounting the shit out of it. Plus, maybe they'll, I don't know, aim for my feet.
Okay.
That's a joke. Yeah. I told you I was gonna find one of the rarest things in the city, so I did.
I see.
Also, Malcolm says, Malcolm got really agitated, and he goes, "You and mom better do vows and not pussyfoot." I said, "What?" He said, "You better not cut us short." And I was like, "What? All right, I will tell her."
Oh, you mean like it's a Fisher wedding?
Yeah, he goes, "You guys better do vows and not like skip them like pussies." And I was like, "Okay, we won't." Jesus. He was very triggered.
Please go, Malcolm. We've only been engaged for 2 days.
That's what I said.
We haven't even started that conversation yet.
No, we haven't. He was like, "You guys better do fucking vows," and I was like, "What?" Yeah, he's very passionate.
I can tell. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't already had a head start on things, but it's fine.
I already have a head start too. Yeah.
It's gonna be great. We're just gonna be fat chilling one day, and then always be like, "Well, how's wedding planning go?" And we're like, "Oh, we're done."
We just do it without telling each other.
Can you imagine?
Well, I mean, I have good word on Kaio.
Okay, I mean, yeah. We still don't have clothing bags.
And maybe we can find somebody who knows where those are.
That would be dope.
Or, you know, Rico could just bring a closet with her.
I feel like we can pack some clothes and it'll be okay. Okay. Go to bed.
Me,
8:40 in the morning.
what? I'm chilling.
Yeah.
What? You're sending me to bed. Like I'm 5. What? Ain't no
You
way.
got gunpoint.
I'll bite it.
Don't bite it.
I'll bite it.
Don't bite the gun.
I will.
She's gone walking. I can see the gear turning in your brain.
What? There's no gear.
Yeah. Yes, there is.
You s-
Contemplating.
You said you had energy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fine. Go to bed. It's okay.
Good night, wife. I love you.
Good night, wife. I love you.
Should we start saying fiance wife, or are we just gonna keep saying wife?
Oh my god, my extra kind of.
Oh my god, you really had a crisis. You couldn't even speak English.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
So when I have an existential crisis trying to figure that out.
What? Okay, never mind.
I don't know. I found shirts the other day that said wife and wifey.
What? Shirts?
Shirts.
Really?
Not shirts.
Oh.
She's like, shirts? I'm so excited.
I was excited. I was like, ain't no way.
She's like, let me hop out of this bed right now.
No, I comfy. I snug. I ain't leaving.
It'll be okay. It's fine. We go eat, bro.
Okay. Good night. I love you.
Good night. I love you.